blacks and Hispanics are the most precious things, are the most precious people who have walked this earth, man. And guess what? You have treated God's chosen people wrong, and for that you must be punished, man.
That's right.
Give me that, man.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Of who?
Jesus Christ.
A black man. Go ahead.
Which God gave unto him.
Skip down to verse 13, man.
Verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
That's giving you his image, man. Guess what? Christ was a warrior. Christ was a warrior, man.
Right.
And that was his image. You see this brother right here? That's how Christ dressed, man.
Right.
But guess what? Your religious leaders, guess what? Guess how they dress? They dress like homosexuals. They dress weak.
Right.
They dress like sexual deviants, man. They dress weak. They don't dress like real men.
Right.
Like men of the Lord, which are in the I.S.U.P.K, man.
That's right.
Keep going.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Were what?
White like wool.
Wool. Let me ask you this. Who can answer this? Who has woolly hair on this earth? Who has woolly hair? Does the so-called white man have woolly hair? Hell no. Right. He has stringy hair like a dog, man.
Right.
It's like it. Caucasian man like a dog. All right? Keep going.
As white as snow.
As white as snow, man. Black people are the only ones with woolly hair, with kinky hair.
Right.
Man, that's us. And guess what? That's what Christ looked like. Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Go ahead.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if it burned in a furnace. Guess what? What happens to anything when you burn it? It turns black, doesn't it?
Right.
Guess what? Christ was a dark man.
Right.
And guess what? He was black but comely. Like Psalms 1 and 5 says, black but beautiful, man.
That's
and
right.
that was Christ, man. But guess what? If you're a so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, get this truth, man. Understand, this can save your life. For over 400 years, we have been treated like trash, man. And
right.
understand, your blood runs royalty, man.
Right.
Your blood runs royalty. And guess what? You are the greatest thing on the face of this earth, man.
That's right.
No other nation can compete with you
right.
in anything, whether it be sports, or art, music. Man, we are the salt of this earth, man.
That's
we
right.
are what we basically, you know how they say America runs on nuggets? Damn that. America runs on God's chosen people, man.
That's right.
Without God's chosen people, America would not stand the way it stands today.
Right.
Without the so-called Native American, which are the code talkers, America would not stand in their military power, man.
Right.
They wouldn't stand. They would have lost every war. Without the so-called Mexicans fighting in the forefront, which your children we had to basically take a bullet for your children, man.
Right.
And guess what? America doesn't treat us the same, man.
Right.
America cages the so-called Mexicans, man.
Right.
America oppresses the so-called black man,
right.
the so-called Mexican man, the so-called Native American man.
Right.
And guess what? When Christ returns, you are going into slavery.
That's right.
You do know that, right? You do know it says that in the Bible. America is going into slavery, right? Give me that real quick. Give me John chapter 4 verse 22, man. Because understand this. What we're teaching is the straight out truth right out the Bible, man.
Right.
And your Christian pastor has not brought this truth. Why? Because he wants to put you to sleep. Right. But guess what? Guess what we're doing out here today? We are waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. The lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man.
Right.
So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, you are God's chosen people, man.
That's right.
And you need to wake up from this dream that your leaders have fed you, man.
Right.
And that you need to take off that pacifier, man, because that is putting you to sleep. That whole we shall overcome. Overcome what?
Right.
Over 400 years, then what have we overcame?
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
We haven't overcame nothing. Our children are still locked up in cages.
That's
but
right.
yet, in Afghanistan, they can send over 120,000 people from Afghanistan, and guess what? They're gonna leave 100 of those are gonna be Americans in
Right.
Afghanistan, which
Right.
just shows you America does not love you, man. America doesn't love you. Look at how they treat your children, man. Look at how they treat your daughters, right? Vanessa, what was it? Vanessa Guillen. Look at what they did to that sister, man.
Right.
Look at what they did to that sister, man. America cannot save you, man.
Right.
Give me that real quick.
This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what.
Right. To all you Christians that believe that you are serving God, guess what? You do not know what you are worshiping.
Right.
Guess why? Because you let everybody in your church.
Right.
You let Dylan Ruth in and murder your brothers.
Right.
You let Amber Geiger in, and guess what? When she murders your brother, guess what you do? You quick to forgive the so-called the Caucasian man.
Right.
You so quick to forgive the devil, man.
Right.
But guess what? You're not quick to forgive your brother when he steps on your shoes, right?
Right.
You're not quick to forgive your brother when he cuts in line in front of you, right?
Right.
Man, you need it. You know what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans need? They need more brotherhood.
That's right.
And guess what? In the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA, we provide that, man.
That's right.
We provide that. Because guess what? We need to stick together. Zephaniah 2:1 says, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired,
That's
man.
right.
We are the not desired, man.
Right.
Nobody wants you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. But guess what? In the I.S.U.P.K., guess what? We want those men.
Right.
Those
That's
men
right.
that nobody wants, we want them in here.
That's right.
We want them in here. You know why? Because we will treat you more of a brother than the people in the world, man.
Right.
The people that had looked at you as a stray dog, man. Guess what? We have more brotherhood in here, man. Test it out, man. Get a flyer, man. Get in these classes.
Right.
Right? Keep going.
For salvation is of the Jews.
Of who?
The Jews.
Man, your religious leader never told you that, did he? Right? Salvation is of the who?
The Jews.
Of the Jew. Right? And salvation doesn't come for the whole world, man.
Right.
Salvation doesn't come for the whole world. But guess what? It does come for you, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, man.
I.S.U.P.K.